With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line.
Value three.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Gibbs on the toss left. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing on third, Goff. Incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And shedding through the tackle. 43 yards on the punt. Return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuck from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Jackson going to change things up a bit. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. A first down carry for Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Ravens sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
13.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. It fights him up under pressure. They got him again. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Goff. Flushed out right. It got his man complete. And some room to work. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 83 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Ready?
Now Jackson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 10.
Yo. Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Fighting him off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He'll buy some time right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The slot man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Goff now looks to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Goff.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
In motion, the tight end.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Well, he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Quick throw there out to Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 1-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing is Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Off the option, here's Henry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the... First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Gibbs straight ahead. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And taken down just shy of the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And now we'll hook up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Read option. This is Gibbs. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff going to shift them around. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 63 yards. And the Lions could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Report!
On third down, Henry. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every